Welcome to 2K Sports, everyone. We have some exciting NBA action coming up with Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke. This is Brian Anderson, plus our reporter, Allie LaForce. Here are the five for the Lakers. They've got James, Marcus Smart out there with Luka Doncic. Then it's DeAndre Ayton, and it's LaRavia in at the small forward position. Gafford with a screen on Doncic. Pass to Flag. It's been tough for both of these teams lately, Doris. Injuries have been piling up.
You know what, B.A., they are meeting at a time where usually there's some nicks and bumps and bruises on both sides. I don't think there's any sympathy for either one of them, though.
And there's the whistle. Illegal screen is the call.
Ref's calling it close already as he picks up a quick early foul.
And the fans love seeing incredible moments on defense like that block.
And that kind of rejection early on energizes your squad. The coaching staff just loves this kind of hustle.
And it's the Mavericks with the ball. Outside Christie. Pass to Flag. With the floater. Oh, rejected by Ayton. Doncic up top. Floats one up. Can't get the layup.
That's their plan, to get him an opportunity to finish in tight. That's a miss they can live with.
Gafford with a screen on Doncic. Here's Marshall. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
And despite the size mismatch, getting a little aggressive down there in the paint.
Some guys just relish the challenge. Find a way, and he does.
Christie against Doncic. Washington outside. Pass to Flag. Washington, a screen on Smart. Now here's Christie. 3 on the clock. Doncic pulls down the board. It's James on the wing. He's guarded by Gafford. Smart passes to LaRavia. To the middle. Kicks it to Doncic from downtown. And again, the Lakers, no good.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Here's Washington. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's going to be on DeAndre Ayton.
Now, for P.J. Washington, it's important he continue to establish himself as a floor spacer. This guy can really make threes.
Dallas shooting their first free throws tonight. And that one falls for Washington. Well, Doris, Kyrie still working his way back from the ACL tear. Some scoring for the Mavs to replace.
B.A., there's no doubt about that. But when you look over the recent history, the last year specifically of this organization, what a whirlwind. You trade away a young superstar in Luka. The pieces you get back don't remain healthy, and you had some other injuries, and then you end up getting the #1 pick in the draft, the highly coveted Cooper Flag. I mean, what a whirlwind of a 12-month span.
And now a timeout called by J.J. Redick. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Wondering how the West is shaping up? Well, the midseason grind is in full force. Let's check out the standings. Taking a look at the Lakers, right now 6th in the conference. They want to keep improving. And of course the Dallas Mavericks, currently they're 5 spots behind them. Now here is James. He's been an important part of this offense, averaging around 22 points a game. To snap the cold streak. Ooh, Washington with the defensive effort.
Boy, misfiring on your first 4 shots, you've got to settle in here.
Here's James. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
I guess that's just superior strength by James. Even when the defense roughs him up, he's more than capable of playing through them. It's amazing.
Los Angeles shooting their first free throw tonight. LeBron has had so much recognition over the years, but truly, he might not get enough credit for what he's meant to the NBA.
Yeah, you might be right, B.A. Truly a global ambassador for the game of basketball. He set the standard for what a superstar can be, really, in any sport.
Pass to Doncic. Over flag. And all around the rim that time before dropping.
Well, Luka not forcing his way inside, just taking that mid-range shot because that's what the defense offered up to him.
James against Washington. Here's flag. Washington, a screen on Doncic. And here's Marshall. Again, the miss by Dallas. James passes to Doncic. And he lays it up and in. Doncic has got his second basket on the night.
Well, there's a mix of touch and power that Luka Doncic brings to the game. You can't take him lightly when he touches the paint.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
Now here's Smart. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Pass to Doncic. Beyond the arc. Fires in the triple.
The defense has to know they're going to get a steady diet of three-point shooting from Luka.
Washington outside. Gafford with a screen on James. Washington passes to Gafford. And that one's good. Gafford's got his second basket.
Yeah, terrific work in the two-man game. Results in an easy bucket. That's how you do it.
James deciding where to go with it. Offensive rebound. Pass to Smart. Fires from deep. Washington grabs the miss. The Mavericks have gone 4 of 7, shooting a solid percentage. Here's flag. Some nice ball movement by Dallas. Gafford the screen. The three from Washington. Drains the triple. Washington's got 5.
Another lead change. Give these teams credit. They're really fighting it out.
Neither team willing to give an inch, and neither able to seize the momentum. This has been a fascinating one to watch.
Now, here is James. Kicks it out to Smart. Takes the 3. It's rebounded by Dallas. They come into this one following the loss to Minnesota.
They had a tough time beyond the arc. A lot of their possessions ended in missed threes.
What was most disturbing to me was they didn't have a backup plan, right? The threes aren't falling. What do you do next?
Now that's how you capitalize on a screen.
Yeah, good positioning, too. Gave him a clear path to the hoop.
Where was the defense? No fighting through the pick, no rotation. My goodness. What a connection DeAndre Ayton has with his guys. Great timing on the alley-oop.
Pass to flag. Doncic grabs the miss. Doncic has got 4 rebounds now. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Earlier, I spoke with Jason Kidd. I asked him, how do you plan to deal with Luka Doncic? He laughed and said, I think that's a question the entire league is asking. Luka is amazing. He's been a superstar from day one, and what impresses me the most is his poise. Nothing seems to get to him. Back to you guys.
Okay, thank you, Allie. So Jason Kidd's decided to call timeout here. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. For Los Angeles. Hayes has checked in for James, and Hachimura has subbed in for Laravia. Here's Flag, guarded by Doncic. Washington outside. To the paint. Stolen by Ayton. Hachimura outside. And that misses. That would have put him up.
And that's exactly how tightly you have to guard him every time he steps to the arc. He's just that good.
Washington outside. Fires the three. Dallas no good that time either. The Lakers have got 6 of 14 in so far. Hachimura, the pass to Ayton. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Daniel Gafford picks one up. What a great season it's been thus far, Doris. We're about halfway through it. What stands out to you?
You know what's remarkably consistent, BA? There's always a surprise for the good and the bad. A team we expected to be in the mix maybe struggles because of an injury or because of bad chemistry, and then there's always an overachiever.
All right, on the line, we've got our insider, Shams Charania. What do you have for us, Shams?
Well, the Lakers have been looking for a consistent presence at center, and in DeAndre Ayton, they've acquired a walking double-double and a capable lob threat to pair with Luka Doncic. Ayton has a lot to prove in LA, I'm told. This pairing is certainly one to watch.
Quite a tandem. All right, Shams, thanks for the update. Here's Smart after the basket by Dallas. Ayton, no good.
Boy, that's the kind of contest you need to force the miss.
Now here's Nembhard. He's closely guarded. Pass to Robinson Earl. Now Christie from the arc. Hachimura with a rebound.
I'm not sure he expected to be that wide open and yet somehow comes away empty.
Ayton, a screen on Nembhard. Now here's Vincent. He's guarded by Nembhard. 6 on the shot clock. Vincent passes to Smart. Over Christie. The Mavericks pull it in.
They've been just a little bit better on the glass so far, showing their tremendous work ethic.
Pass to Nembhard. Back to Robinson Earl. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Now it's a 3-point Maverick lead.
That's been the story of their offense so far, getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Nice ball movement by Los Angeles. Vincent outside. Hachimura with a screen on Nembhard. Counted for Vincent. Nembhard with it. No points yet. Outside Christie. Back to Nembhard. Pass to Gafford. Smart grabs the miss. Los Angeles shooting the rock around 41% during the first quarter. Vincent passes to Smart. Now here's Hayes. 5 on the clock. He shoots it. And the go-ahead bucket, no good.
Taking what the defense gives you, exactly the shot you want, just doesn't go in.
Nembhard, good.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Lakers trail by 3. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
And it's Hachimura missing. Dallas has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Here's Christie. The quick look, no good that time.
Sometimes the game requires you to just keep at it, so he's got to be aggressive.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
Nembhard outside. Pass to Flag. Fires the 3. And Ayton pulls it down. And here's Smart. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. It's a 3-point game. Outplayed in their previous game on their schedule, losing to the Cavs.
It's never easy to win games when you're missing free throws. They had to be better.
You know this. Nothing gets a crowd into the game more than a bunch of missed free throws. That's one of the worst things you can do on the road.
Pass to Nembhard. Here's Flag. Launches a 3. The shot comes out. 1 quarter in the books. And it's been a close one. The Mavericks on top, up 1. And we've got more action coming your way after this break. And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Mavericks?
Ever since this game started, they've been attacking on the inside, looking for ways to bust up the defense and get high percentage looks.
Yeah, and in addition, their ball movement has really unleashed their offense. Boy, they've been fun to watch.
And so in the game for the Lakers, Gabe Vincent out there would connect. Then there's Hayes. Then there's LeBron James. And it's Hachimura in at the 3, the small forward. Now, here is James. 11 points for him last game against Cleveland.
And his free throw numbers tell you a lot about his performance. He was very aggressive.
And so it's Dallas with it, following the score by the Lakers. Here's the pick. The 3 from Thompson. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Mavericks lead by 4.
Beautiful effort on that tip-in. High activity level is part and parcel of his game.
James finds Hachimura. Over Thompson. That one's wide left. The Mavericks lead by 4 after missing multiple seasons due to injury. Klay Thompson's game has changed.
It had to, Brian, because the types of injuries he had are so difficult to come back from. You admire the fact that his willing adjustment to what his game now looks like. Is he the elite defensive player he once was? No. But can he hold up defensively? Yes. And now as a shot maker, he can still be a pivotal part of success.
And you look at the shot pattern for D'Angelo Russell. Doris, lots of 3s in there.
You're right, B.A. There are certain guys who believe in their ability to get hot from distance, and it can completely change the tenor of the game. That has been the story of D'Angelo's career.
Hey, shot's good.
Yeah, nice pass by Smith. I mean, putting his teammate in position to score.
Russell against Smith. The shot by Russell, no good. Lakers trail by 3. Hachimura outside. Pass to Hayes. Shoots over Nembhard, and it's Hayes. That time on the assist from Hachimura. Hayes has gotten 4 this quarter. Thompson outside. Nembhard, a screen on James. And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
Martin, he's checked in for Williams. Now, here is James. Pass to Hachimura. This one for 3. It falls. He's now 2 of 5 from the field.
Well, the team has preached to Rui Hachimura to be aggressive on the offensive end. That is the decisive decision-making they're looking for.
Here's Russell, giving this team some energy, averaging a little over 10 points a game. Thompson outside. They need this. That falls. Nice assist by Russell. Thompson's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. James passes to Hachimura. James inside. He's guarded by Martin. Nice ball movement by Los Angeles. The Lakers got to get one up. Late clock. Hayes misses. For Dallas, they've gone 3 of 5 since the beginning of the second. Russell to pass to Nembhard. Now Martin. Pass to Nembhard. Jacks up a 3. Can't hit that one.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you, guys. The Lakers are trying to maximize what LeBron James has left in the tank. Coach J.J. Redick said, when you get to coach one of the greatest players ever, you take a lot of joy and pride and excitement in that. And it's my job to help him in these last few innings of his career. Guys, back to you.
A rare opportunity. Allie, thanks very much for the report. Now here's Thompson. Looking at his production, close to 12 points a game. Pass to Hayes. Vincent outside. Three-pointer. Knocks it down from distance. Vincent's got 5.
Well, LeBron is still that good at getting others the ball. What a clever kick-out pass.
So Jason Kidd's decided to call timeout here. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. And Los Angeles making a change here. And while we can, let's see which teams have been running the league's most efficient offenses. Number 1, Los Angeles.
The smart offensive moves this team makes helps them open up the floor and find great looks. That's how they've secured such an impressive shooting percentage.
On defense, the Lakers. Pass to Washington. Gafford with a screen on Smart. And here's Flag outside. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Doncic has got his 5th rebound in this one. Smart outside. Here's Ayton. He's guarded by Nembhard. Kicks it to Doncic. Lets it go from deep. And Los Angeles another 3.
Here's the problem, folks. Luka Doncic is locked in offensively, and he's got a rhythm. You better look out.
Ayton against Gafford. Here's Flag. Offensively, he's been a force. He's putting up around 19 points a game. Smart on the drive. Doncic passes to Smart. Doncic against Nembhard. And it's Flag with a rebound. Mavericks trail by 5. And the Mavericks have stressed the importance of defense to winning at the highest level, Greg.
Yeah, B.A., they felt that fortifying the team at that end of the floor would get them closer to contention. And look at them. They're making some bold moves there along the way.
Now here's Hayes. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. Now a moment to take a look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it's been trending for D'Angelo Russell.
Yeah, clearly his offensive output has been on a bit of a decline. Now, that could point to a lot of things, but mostly I think he's just putting his focus elsewhere on the floor, looking for other ways to help out his team.
Christie's checked in for the Mavericks. Laravia's checked in for the Lakers. And Marcus Smart picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
And now that's his 2nd foul, so they're going to have to navigate that as this game progresses here in the next couple minutes.
Gafford finds Washington. Fires it. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's James. That one doesn't drop. Ooh, Washington with the defensive effort. Mavericks trail by 5. To win the drought. Drills it from deep. Washington's got 8 points.
They've got some ground to make up, and shooting the 3-ball more consistently like they are now should help them do it.
Doncic on the wing. Back to Smart from deep. It's rebounded by Dallas. Washington's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Up top, Marshall is covered by Ayton. Washington's shot is good.
Boy, that's how you execute in the painted area. Love when P.J. Washington is assertive.
Laravia outside. Doncic passes to Ayton. Five to shoot. Pass to James. The Lakers with another miss. The Mavericks have gone just 5 of 12 here in the 2nd quarter. Some nice ball movement by Dallas. Now here's Gafford. He's covered by Ayton. Washington, a screen on Doncic. Here's Flag, guarded by Doncic. And it's Flag missing.
Good idea with the fadeaway, but the defense was just all over it.
Pass to James. Laravia outside. 3-pointer. That falls. Nice feed that time from James. James has got 5 assists in the game. So Jason Kidd's decided to call timeout here. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. checked in for LeBron. Pass the flag. Marshall outside. Here's flag. Just 5 to shoot. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Again, the miss by Dallas. The Lakers lead by 3. Doncic outside. Gafford against Ayton. Back to Doncic. Pass to Smart. And a miss there on the triple.
Boy, you can't buy a bucket. Shut out completely so far, and yet they're still ahead.
Well, Grant, in 2024, you added Cooper Flagg to the USA Select team before he even played a game in college.
You know, B.A., he made me look really good, too. You know, he performed extremely well against the men's national team. And at just the age of 17, he already looked like one of the better players on the court that day.
Back to Doncic. Good, and that makes him 6 for 9. A quality game for him so far.
Just another ho-hum, brilliant offensive performance from Luka Doncic.
Pass to Washington. Takes the 3. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Now Smart, defended by Christie. And it's Smart missing. Mavericks trail by 3. Here's Flagg, shoots over Ayton. Ayton with the defensive effort. Doncic feeling it out a bit. Smart finds Ayton. Doncic outside. The 3 is up. Lets it go from deep. And it's Flagg with a rebound. And here's Dallas. Outside Christie. A minute 22 left in the first half of this game. Pass to Gafford. To the inside. It's stolen by Smart. Driving in. Oh, look at Smart. Gets all the way to the rack. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for Los Angeles.
Well, the effort they've shown on defense has been infectious. Everyone on this team continuing to jump at opportunities to come away with steals.
Yeah, they've also been alert and active on the defensive end, creating turnovers and turning those into points on the offensive end.
Washington, he drains it. Made half his shots. He's 5 for 10 now.
Well, P.J. Washington, so skilled at knowing when to rise and fire.
Nice ball movement by Los Angeles. Pass to Doncic. Shot clock at 5. Puts up a 3. And it's Smart missing.
The battle of the boards has been something to watch.
To the left side wing. Back to Marshall. Takes a 3. No good. Would have counted had it gone. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. Lakers ahead, up 3. And Allie LaForce has something for us on the sidelines. Hey, Allie.
I'm here with Coach J.J. Redick. What do your guys need to do to pull off this win?
Just continue to emphasize being organized, both offensively and defensively. When we've been in the half-court or in transition and we've been organized, we've done a really nice job. But overall, our guys fought.
I know you'll keep them organized. Thanks, Coach.
Thanks very much, Allie. And folks, we'll be right back to start the second half of this game.
Greetings all, halftime is upon us and an entertaining game with the Dallas Mavericks battling away.
You know, I love what they're doing, being patient on offense, getting high percentage looks, keep feeding the beast.
Yeah, some of it's approach, but a lot of it is they have great interior scorers.
And next up, a look at the top performers for each team in that first half.
Yeah, they're both smart-driven, extremely talented. They've been putting on a show, man.
Taking control individually and as the leaders of their teams. We are watching greatness.
Thanks for tuning in. Now we head back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And if you're just joining us, we played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Boy, really an incredible game here from Luka Doncic.
The numbers say it all. He spent the first half playing efficient ball.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
Mavericks trail by 3. Washington and Gafford, the combo inside. Flag is out there with Max Christie, and it's Marshall in at the 3. That's Jason Kidd's 5 as we get into the second half. Well, the Lakers shooting about 41%. Laravia with a screen. From deep, here's Doncic. Gafford grabs the miss. Gafford's got rebound number 8 here already in the game.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards. Assertive move. You can tell the game's heating up a bit.
Doncic passes to James. Back to Doncic. The 3. And the rebound goes to Dallas.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Well, Grant, the Lakers captured the 3 seed last season, but only the 8th best point differential in the West. What does that tell you?
It tells me that they overachieved in the regular season. But a team this star-studded has postseason aspirations as well. That's where they'll look to improve.
Now here's Doncic. 15 points in the game. And the rebound goes to Dallas. Flag's got 4 rebounds in the game.
0 for 3 to start the second half. You've got to start finding your footing here.
It's stolen by Doncic. James with the ball. Marshall's there. Back to Laravia. Launches a 3. Hits the trifecta. Laravia's got 6.
Well, their first basket in 4 tries. Can that trigger a little bit of good shooting here? We'll find out.
Time and time again, they're creating good looks from close range.
Now, here is James. Ayton, the screen on Washington. James passes to Ayton. Gafford with the block.
Wow. A big body and not afraid to get physical. Daniel Gafford send it back.
Christie against James. Christie passes to Washington. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Flag. No good. That would have tied it. Los Angeles is gone. Only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. James outside. Laravia outside. This one for 3. Mavericks with the rebound. And at home for the next game, it'll be Charlotte pulling in to face them. It's game 3 of a trifecta at home. Pass to Marshall. Some nice ball movement by Dallas. Gafford with a screen on Ayton. The 3 from Washington. Smart grabs the miss.
Boy, the defense baits him into taking that shot. Sometimes I say there's a reason you're open.
A little under 3.5 minutes off the clock now in the third quarter. Doncic, no good.
He started out strong. 3 threes in the first half, but the long ball has disappeared on him since.
That ties it up. Marshall's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, you have to wonder if they're at 100% right now.
Now here's Ayton, a dependable player on offense, giving them over 13 a game. Doncic, no good.
Listen, let's not put it lightly. This guy has really struggled here.
Down low. And the dunk by Gafford. And he's now got the double-double.
Daniel Gafford is a vertical threat at the cup. Look out below.
And now a timeout called by J.J. Redick. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. Let's take a look now at some numbers for Najee Marshall. Here's James. To end the drought. Oh, the bucket's good, and he'll have a chance at one more. P.J. Washington picks one up.
The strength of LeBron is something that is never going to go away, and it will always allow him to finish plays like that.
And this will be a second trip to the free throw line. Grant, when talking about certain players, we hear expressions like, he does the little things, or he does the dirty work. What does all that mean exactly?
You know, it's about what doesn't show up in the box score. Setting good screens, winning those 50-50 balls, hustling back on defense. Often, it's just as important as putting up those points.
The Lakers in the lead. LaRavia outside. The shot, no good. Ooh, Washington with the defensive effort.
Boy, they've done a good job overcoming his offensive struggles. He's got to be very thankful for his teammates.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense, man.
Doncic outside. Here comes LeBron. Now here's Doncic. He's covered closely. And one guy you can neither speed up nor slow down. That's Luka Doncic.
Yeah, B.A., he completely dictates the pace. From the opening tip till the final buzzer, he can control the game.
And a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for the Mavericks.
Well, the coaching staff has to love what they're seeing on offense. There's so many assists because how this team is moving the ball.
I think the other thing we're seeing tonight is the floor spacing of this team. Boy, they are shooting the cover off the basketball all game.
And by drafting Cooper Flagg, the Mavericks regaining some of the long-term upside they lost with the Luka trade, Doris.
And by every metric and evaluation, Cooper is ready to play and contribute right now. And obviously the hope down the line, he can take over the mantle of franchise player. Boy, you're trying to put Luka in the rear view now. Boy, a little shaky from the line, and instead of putting them in front, he's only able to tie it up.
And so the ball out of bounds. Ayton touched it last. The 2K leaderboard shining a light on the league's best three-point shooting teams of late. The Lakers in second.
Number one, you have to have good shooters. Number two, you have to take good shots. This team is both talented and disciplined.
Gafford passes to Christie. It's good. And the Mavericks lead by 2.
I mean, some good stuff out here. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come off of nice passes.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Luka Doncic talked about wearing purple and gold. He said it's the Lakers. so many past legends, so many championships. You don't come here for anything else. So I have everything left to prove, and that's the goal. I get to play in the greatest club in the world, and I'm excited for this new journey. Back to you.
A new beginning. Thank you, Allie. Oh, a beautiful reverse layup. And it's a 4-point Dallas lead.
They're really working the paint now.
James outside. Back to Doncic. From downtown. Shoots. Offline from the top of the key.
You wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the glass.
To the paint. And Gafford gets it to go on the assist by Flagg. Flagg's got 8 assists in the game. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Doncic outside. The Lakers with another miss.
Obviously, this hasn't been his strongest quarter, and they need more contribution from him.
With some arc, the 3 from Washington, and the three-pointer goes. Washington's got 17.
Love the energy here in the third. Trying to take control now of this contest.
You know, possessions like that will help them feel good going into that final quarter.
Oh, that's just classic LeBron right there. He has a head of steam, onto the rim, and a strong finish. Woo!
So Jason Kidd's decided to call timeout here. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. He's checked in for the Mavericks. And the Lakers also making a switch. Hachimura's checked in.
Substitution on the court.
On defense, Los Angeles. Nembhard, the pass to Gafford. And here's Washington. Clock at 6. Some nice ball movement by Dallas. Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Lakers trail by 7. Pass to James. James double team. Smart with the ball. Gafford picks him up. Now here's Doncic. That falls. Nice feed that time from James. James has got 6 assists now in the game. Outside Christie. And here's Gafford. He's got 14. Pass to Nembhard for 3. Hachimura with a rebound. Los Angeles shooting a less than average 27% in the third quarter. And up the court they come. The Mavericks on the break. And Washington powers it through.
Well, you can tell Daniel Gafford is a force on the defensive end, just getting in the gaps and turning it the other direction.
Hachimura finds Doncic. Here's James. Again, Los Angeles.
Well, we know this guy is always a threat offensively. You can't lose sight of him.
Outside Christie. Washington outside. To the middle. Here's Nembhard. Lays it up and banks it in. Nembhard's got 7 points.
And now, almost all their points coming from the paint.
Pass to Aiden. To the inside. Rebounded by Marshall. Marshall's got 5 rebounds in the game. Nembhard against James. Nembhard, right side. It's stolen by James. Here's Smart. Christie with some nice D.
Part of why they have this lead, they're doing the little things out there.
Back to Nembhard. Gafford with a screen on Doncic. Nembhard into the lane. And the dunk by Gafford.
That was absolutely vicious throwdown.
touchdown by Daniel Gafford. Go get him.
Well, that's a fantastic view there from the AT&T Connected Cam. And Doncic has got the ball here for the Los Angeles Lakers. Trailing by 8. And so now a timeout called by J.J. Redick. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. So it's both teams making substitutions here. There's a minute 40 left in the third quarter. It's stolen away, and they're on the run. Here's Flag, and he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Now here's Hayes. He has 6. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Back to Kleba. And there's James from the arc. The rebound by Nembhard. The Mavericks lead by 10. Pass to Thompson. Misses the 3. Well, the Lakers shooting just 37% in the game. Russell against James. Now Kleba to stop the drought. The rebound by Klay Thompson. Here's Flag. He's defended by Hayes. Oh, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and a nasty jam.
Such confidence as a passer. He hits guys in stride and makes it look easy.
Now, here is James. Sinks that one from the post. James has got his first 2 points of the night. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks ending the quarter up 10. And it's mostly due to their superb shooting. They've wasted very few possessions. We'll be back in a moment. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes like this.
I'll tell you, in today's game, you want skill and decision-making at every position.
Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. On the court for the Lakers to start the fourth. Maxi Kleba out there with Jackson Hayes. Then it's Rui Hachimura. Then there's LeBron James. And it's Vincent in at the point. Shot clock at 6. It's James with the drive. Here's Kleba. From outside, off the mark.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Pass to Russell. Back to Nembhard. Top of the key. And they recover it. Here's Russell from the arc. Rebound by the Lakers. Hachimura's got 4 rebounds in the game. Pass to Vincent. It's James on the wing. Nice work inside from James.
Simply crushing it right now. So much more accurate in the second half than he was in the first.
Russell deciding where to go with it. Thompson against Kleba. Outside Russell. Back to Thompson. Again, the miss by Dallas.
I'll tell you, he has not been at his best, but they're winning, and that's all that matters.
James passes to Hachimura. Inside. Out to James. And a fast break now. The Mavericks on the run.
Los Angeles foul. LeBron James. First personal foul.
Grant, looking at Cooper Flag. His versatility is what makes him such a highly touted prospect.
Yeah, B.A. Cooper can do a little of everything offensively. He also covers a lot of ground defensively at 6'9". And on top of his balanced skill set, his intangibles are just elite.
First free throw is good. As you know, acquiring a big man was a priority for the Lakers in the offseason, Grant.
And that became a glaring need, as we saw in their first-round exit against Minnesota. But enter DeAndre Ayton, a definite upgrade, B.A. And we know Luka is at his best alongside a rim-running center.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And the Mavericks are in the planning stages for a new arena set to open by 2031.
Yeah, their existing arena opened in 2001. A 30-year run for an NBA venue is pretty typical. And remember, it's big business. New arenas are often the anchor tenant for larger developments.
Now, here is James. Off target from three-point range. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter. Russell against Hachimura. Right side, Russell. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. Lakers trail by 10. James passes to Vincent. Screen by James. 4-3. Nails it from 3.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Now here's Thompson. Lets the 3 fly. Oh, almost had a 4-point play right there. But he'll go to the line with a chance for 3. The gravity that Thompson draws from opposing defenses really opens things up, Doris.
Yeah, Klay Thompson's range shooting has always been a monumental part of his success. And right now in his career, it is the driving force. Teams' defenders are still hyper aware of where Klay Thompson is, no matter where the shot clock is.
And he's good on the first of 3.
I think when we look back on the career of Klay Thompson, he is going to be considered one of the greatest shooters in the history of this league.
And Dallas making a change here. Gafford's checked in, and the Lakers also making a switch. Luka Doncic is checked in for Hachimura. And the second free throw is good.
And really strong at the line since the break.
And he can't make it 3 for 3.
Well, the pure shooting stroke is the first thing you think of with Klay Thompson. But I think as impressive is what he gives you on the defensive end of the floor. Klay Thompson is as hard a worker as there is in the NBA.
Huge size disadvantage for the defense. Might as well just get out of the way.
Gafford the screen. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him. And the Mavericks lead by 9.
I'll tell you, it's hard to shake his concentration when D'Angelo Russell is this close to the cup. How about that tough shot?
Here's Vincent. The shot's good on the assist by James.
Yeah, when you attack in the painted area, good things tend to happen.
Doncic against Russell. High post Gafford. Stripped it away. Doncic against Russell. And he lobs it up. It's picked off. Here's Flag. Nembhard outside. On the wing, Thompson. Off the mark there with a 3.
His scoring hasn't been what we're accustomed to, but as a team, they have been able to find success.
Back to James. Oh, LeBron rocks the rim.
LeBron James, one of the great showmen to ever lace them up. How about that finish, folks?
Doncic against Russell. Shot clock at 5. Gafford the screen. 14 feet away. Russell, that's good. Russell's gotten 4 this quarter.
To me, you've got to stay attached to D'Angelo Russell, especially when he's in those in-between areas.
Hayes finds Doncic. Over Russell. And the rebound goes to Dallas. Thompson's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Pass to Nembhard. Doncic for the block.
Oh, Doncic says not now and not here. That is a tremendous defensive play.
Vincent outside. Jacks up a 3. And the rebound goes to Dallas. They held a 12-point lead earlier. Nembhard outside. Russell against Doncic. Gafford the screen. Here's Flag. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. Vincent passes to Kleber, and it's good for 2. Kleber's got his first points of the game.
And another great assist. The offense is really clicking now.
Gafford with a screen on Doncic. Russell from outside. Here's Gafford, and the dunk by Gafford.
The scouting report will say Daniel Gafford is a dangerous offensive rebounder. Show him, DJ.
And so J.J. Redick calls for the timeout. He wants to make sure they're purposeful with the game plan. Mavericks with some changes. Washington's checked in for Thompson. Marshall comes in for Nembhard. And Christie subbed in for Russell. And then for Los Angeles, DeAndre Ayton, he's checked in for Hayes. LaRavia comes in for Kleber. And it's Marcus Smart in for Vincent. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
I was able to listen in on what J.J. Redick was going over with his team. The coach was seething about the turnovers. He said, I love everything we're doing but the turnovers. They're killing us. Let's clean up that before it sinks us.
And Allie, thanks. Flat. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
And just a great screen.
And they got a high-powered finish out of it.
And my question is, where was the help? Someone rotate over and challenge.
Now, here is James. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Since halftime, either they've gotten sloppier or the defense has turned up.
What a sensational move captured from the Connected Cam, sponsored by AT&T. The Mavericks lead by 9. Pass to Gafford. And here's Washington. Check by James. Some solid defense from James.
Boy, you'd like him to finish a little stronger there.
Arabia passes to James. Smart outside. Pass to Doncic. LaRavia outside. Fires from deep. The offensive rebound.
Well, we're talking about a big-time rebounder. DeAndre Ayton's timing, excellent.
Marshall outside. Here's Flag, guarded by Doncic. And here's Gafford. Here's Flag. Washington a screen. The 3-ball. James with the rebound. James has got 5 rebounds in the game. To the middle. And out of bounds. Dallas will have it. And now a look at the upcoming schedule for Los Angeles. On Friday, they'll face off against Trae Young and the Washington Wizards. Then on Sunday, they'll be taking on Jalen Brunson and the New York Knicks.
What a great opportunity for this team to take a step forward. They have some tough road games coming up, and that kind of stretch can bring a team together. Winning some of these games would be huge for their overall confidence.
Now here's Washington. Down low. Here's Gafford. And the dunk by Gafford.
Well, Daniel Gafford sets a solid screen, gets off it quickly, and gets a bucket.
They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Steps back. James against Washington. Let's loose for 3. Oh, the shot is off.
you kind of wonder where his head's at. The shot selection hasn't been there, and of course that one was just crazy.
Flag outside. And there's a 3-second violation. Lakers trail by 9. Doncic outside. Another steal. And it's Marshall penetrating. Oh, he jammed it.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Now, here is James. 6 to shoot. Beyond the arc. Rebounded by Gafford.
I mean, apparently he still has the green light to shoot threes, but he is in an absolute funk right now.
Lakers trail by 11. Ayton outside. Doncic outside. Ayton with a screen. Oh, nice setup for the slam.
Well, just tremendous court recognition. DeAndre Ayton excelling in the pick and roll there.
Cooper flag. 8-footer is in.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Both sides are simply waiting for the clock to make it official. This is going to end up in the books as a nice win for the Mavericks.
They looked to run anytime they could.
They set the tone with their pace. Their transition game was excellent.
And reaching a nice milestone, an even 20 wins on the year. Man, you have to recognize what a night it was for Daniel Gafford.
Boy, he was really aggressive going after missed shots. That's how you win on the margins and have your team control the pace of a game.
And you know they're extremely disappointed right now. I mean, this one getting away from them.
Well, they definitely have some things to work out, and you'd love to see them finish this game the right way.
Fantastic ball movement for them tonight.
If things are definitely working offensively, a balanced attack is just so much harder to defend.
And so it's the Mavericks taking care of business in this one. A clean win, and one where they clearly showed better energy.
Yes, so true. They put on a show here at home. And I really think they had that extra swagger and confidence, too.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Doris Burke, I'm Brian Anderson saying thanks for tuning in. And let's leave you with our player of the game, Daniel Gafford.